Hey hoes, just hold checking, you feel me? I'm back again with another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Moody and I tell story times and other little corny things like that. No, I'm playing, but I do story times, I do challenges. I'll vlog a little bit too, so yeah, whatever. If you're watching this, then that means it's my motherfucking birthday, bitch. Yeah, motherfucker. Let me back up so I can see it. All right, so that means it's my birthday, but I've been working a lot, so yes, I'll be working on my birthday. I'm working the whole week of my birthday. Actually, I end up canceling my little boat ride plans because I've been having to work so damn much. But anyways, y'all, I got a story time for y'all because I mean it's been a little minute. And hold up, let me cut my damn AC off. It's all out in the back and shit. All right, look, back in the yeah. Okay. All right, I'm back now. Okay, y'all. So look, I got a story time for y'all. Anybody that's my friend on Facebook know I recently got on a Tiki boat. So this will be called the Tiki story. Because this video will be premiered June 21st, 2021 on my birthday. So yeah. Anywho, I wanted to tell y'all the story time. So let's just get into the story real quick because you know how it go. So, tell me happy birthday. Okay, so like I said, recently I went on a Tiki boat. I'm about to let y'all know how we got there in the first fucking place. So, right now I'm just gonna tell y'all the names of the people because you know me, I feel like just because I tell y'all the story doesn't mean everyone wants you to know that they were really in the story. So this is a real story, best believe. But this had okay, this is a real story, best believe. But I do have to change the names. So, anyways, we're gonna name the first guy Tyler. Tyler is gonna be the guy that basically I'm talking to in the story. Then he had a friend. We're going to name him Rick. And Rick also had a girlfriend, but I don't really forget her name, so it's just going to be Rick's girlfriend. So, anywho, I'm on the Facebook dating app. Moody, what the fuck you doing on the Facebook dating app? Well, I just figured because I wasn't dating nobody, it would be nice to find someone to text or something. You know, just something. I was basically entertaining myself, but I never thought it would really turn into anything. So I'm on this dating app or whatever, and people's liking me, and I'm like, whoa, like I didn't even think people would like me. Like I didn't think people was gonna like me. So, you know, I'm liking people back, and it's like, oh, you've made your match. So I'm making matches, baby. I'm making matches, and some guy that liked me. I'm not racist. I'm just throwing it out there because I feel like I'm telling the truth. I mean, shit. So it was this white guy. I don't have anything against no one. I've dated white people. I've dated black people. I've dated Vietnamese. That's it. I ain't go no more than that, I don't think. If I dated you and you was some other than those three things, and Native American, then, oh, and Hawaiian. Okay, so I dated a lot of different kind of people. Boom, boom. People was like texting, but it wasn't no one texting consistent. But this one guy, his name was Tyler. That's what we're going to call him at least. So Tyler's liking he liked my stuff and I liked his stuff back. I did. I liked that he was so tall because I'm tall and I want to wear heels. I liked a couple things about his profile. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll like it. But I'm not gonna lie, off rip, he wasn't my type. Not just because he was white. I don't know why, but like when I date white guys, I like white guys with hair. He didn't really have hair. Like it was just, I don't know, it just wasn't the overall look. Like he kind of looked more urban. So like it was just like, oh, for all that I could have just fucked with some nigga named Dre. Like not on some weird shit, but like that. But when I read his profile, there was things that matched up. And I'm just like, okay, fuck all that. Let me see. So y'all, we're texting back and forth, whoop-de-whoop, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, you got Instagram? Because I'm not about to keep checking this app. I'm not going to front. He's like, yeah. So once he says yeah, I delete the app because I'm like, I mean, I got somebody to text for now, whatever. Whole time, Y'all, I like asked him his age, if he had kids, what he did for a living, but I never asked like where he lived or where he was from, because I just didn't find it important, because we was just texting. I didn't really think we were going to see each other. So eventually he asked me where I'm from, and I'm like, well, I'm from the east side of Pittsburgh, like, and he's like, okay, I know where Pittsburgh's at, that's right there for real. So I'm like, okay, where you from, like, and he says where he's from, and I'm like, you're close for real, like. And so he's like, yeah, I'm close for real, like, we can link up, whatever. So I forget how we get onto the subject, but he was texting me like my phone, my Instagram, and like I wasn't answering. So he was like, can I just text your number? Like, and at first I'm like, you're already close, you trying to get my number. But he honestly didn't seem like a creep when we was texting, so I'm like, fuck it. So I let him get my number, and we're texting on the phone. Not consistently, but I mean, I was definitely getting messages every day. So we were texting or whatever, and at this point, we already done got past, like, the favorite colors and everything. So he just asked, like, oh, wait, when's your birthday? And I'm like, June 25th. Beach. And I'm playing. So I told him my birthday. And at this point, it's like the end of May. So he's like, or the beginning of June, end of May, around there. So he's like, oh, my birthday's this day, which is a date that was, like, right there, like, May 28th. We're just going to use that as a day because I don't want to say his real birthday. And honestly, I mean, I don't remember exactly which day it was, but I know it was close to the 28th, but it wasn't the 28th. But I'm telling y'all, it's the 28th. At this point, it's about like June 1st or like March 31st, around there. So when he tells me that, of course, I'm like, oh, happy belated birthday. Like, I had no clue. At this point, I knew that we had text on his birthday, but I didn't know it was his birthday. So that's why I'm like, oh, like, that's fucked up. And then, like, why not say anything, though? Because at the end of the day, how was I supposed to fucking know? Like, but anyway, so, he tells her when my birthday is, and he's like, well, with your birthday passing and mine coming up, we should definitely do something together, and it can be, like, a meet thing, like, you know, because we never met in person. So I'm like, yeah, we should. That'd be nice, you know. So, he's like, what's something you wanted to do? I always wanted to try that Tiki boat thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I always wanted to do the Tiki boat. That's not even what I would have thought of if he would have said, like, if he would have waited for me to say something, or her would have said something like Top Golf, some dumb shit. I mean, Top Golf's not dumb. Yeah, so when he said that, I'm like, oh yeah, we should do that. Like, definitely, I'm here for it. Let's do it. Whatever. So he was like, all right, cool. I'm a book the thing, but I need to know, like, when's a good day. So I'm like, well, tell me what days they're doing it. So he tells me the day, and he's like, but the latest we can do is like 8 to 9 o'clock or 8 to 11 o'clock, some shit like that. So I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. You know, like, that's perfect, because if you think about it, it don't matter if I work or not. I just gotta make sure I'm off the next day, because I might be drunk, because the Tiki boat is a bar. Like, it's literally like a little circle bar, and everyone sits at it, and you'll see the video. I'm gonna put the video in so you can see.
What did he say there?
Oh, well, they say you didn't have
You
it.
should sit over here and you can sit right here.
So, yeah. He makes the reservation and everything, and we're set for a day. And it's like, I'm just making a day up. I'm going to say June 8th. So, after he books everything, you know, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me look this up, because at this point, I didn't know what the Tiki boat looked like. I never been on it. I just know I wanted to do it because I heard so much about this damn Tiki boat and people's stories and, like, the shit that they did and, like, all types of stuff. So I'm like, okay, like, I want to see. So I starts Googling, I'm looking it up, and I'm like, oh, this looks cute. Like, I want to do this. Like, this looks fun. So I'm planning everything. I'm like, I got to get my portable charger, my little portable radio. What else do I need? I was gonna actually vlog, but I didn't want to because he was there. But I did have my little handheld little kit thingy with my mic and my little light and the little handle thing. Like, it was definitely locked in. In my head, I had everything down. Then, like, how well we were talking, I'm like, he should be fine, like, in a corner over there while I'm vlogging over here. You know what I mean? But no, y'all, wait, just hold on. So, listen, we get to the day. Let's just say we got to the day that we're going on this butt life. like, and he ends up buying out the whole boat. So it was like no one else could get on unless like they knew him and was like we went through that person. You know what I mean? So yeah, once I looked it up, I realized how big the boat was, and I was just like, it's gonna be me and him. What if it gets awkward? Then we're on the water for 2 hours. So if it gets awkward fast, worst case scenario, we're sitting on this boat for 2 hours, awkward as fuck. One of us might kill each other, dump the other one in the water. I don't know. I was thinking bad. So I'm like, okay, at this point, I want somebody to come with me. So I'm like, don't you want to invite a friend? Like, the tiki boat's pretty big. I was thinking about inviting someone myself. So he's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, yeah, because I want my sister to come with me. So he's like, all right, cool. So I asked my sister if she'll come, and she's like, yeah, bitch, of course. I ain't got to pay for nothing. I'm like, no, you don't got to pay for nothing, bitch. Like, but I did want to get some food beforehand because they don't serve food, but you can bring on the boat whatever you do, please. So that's exactly what we did. We went. We got dressed up first. Now, it's a tiki boat, so I honestly did want to go ham, eggs, and bananas, but
ham, eggs, and bananas.
that didn't even make sense. I did want to go hard and, start stepping, like, looking cute, like, but I was like, I can't really go too crazy, so I just wore, like, a little Gucci shirt, some shorts, and some tennis shoes. Like, I was just cooling. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. He goes to the food spot. Everybody know I love Mexican food. We went to Patrona Mexican Grill, got me some fajita, quesadillas, honey, and I was out here. So whenever Tyler, I almost forgot his name. Whenever Tyler went to go pick us up, he had a nice little car. So I'm like, all right. So I get inside, and he had on like a little True Religion outfit and like some Jordans, but the Jordans didn't match. So I'm like, all right, I hope that wasn't like your best outfit. Maybe you couldn't find the shoes you wanted to wear. It was rushing. I don't know. Let me just, not be a bitch about it. So we gets in the car, whatever. As soon as he pulls off, Mima's on that shit. She's like, oh, you drive crazy, huh? He's like, no. So I'm like, oh, shit. So we pulls up to the food place, found somewhere to park, went in, ordered our food to go. He gets like a little 6-pack of Coronas, and whenever we was waiting for our food, I didn't like that he was drinking them. Only because like we weren't eating in. Like, so I just feel like you ain't supposed to really like open the shit. But I mean, it's a drink. But he was like fucking them up, y'all. Like fucking them up. But anyway, so we goes downtown to was it downtown? Wherever it's at for you to get onto the boat. And when we get down there, we parks. So the way we parked was we pulled into like this parking garage thing. But like garage had floors and stuff. We only was on the first floor. So we drove, parked first floor. Remember that. First floor. We get out the car, walk onto like we're like out the parking lot. Not out no doors, not down no steps, not around no ramps, just out the parking lot. And we were like back on the street basically by the Sheridan Hotel. And so Tyler invited his friend Rick, and Rick had his girlfriend there. And so Rick is like down the street. He didn't park in the same place, so we went to go meet Rick. We go meet up with Rick. We go walk down to the dock. And first of all, hold on. So when we meet up with Rick, we never met none of these people before. So I'm like, hi, like my name's Moody. What's your names? And I didn't shake the dude's hand. I shook the girl's hand, the girlfriend. And she said her name, and she was like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend or husband. I don't know what the fuck they was for real. But yeah, she was like, that's my nigga, basically.
I mean,
okay. Yeah, I know what I meant. She was like, yeah, that's Rick. So I'm like, all right, cool. So this guy's to go because this motherfucker. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Okay, cool. So all right. So he's like, all right, this is the way to go, because he had it all pulled up on his phone. We go follow him. There was like a walkway we went through, and then it was like some steps, or you could take the elevator. I took the elevator. So me and my sister's in the elevator. Well, me and my sister was kind of walking like ahead of everybody. So me and my sister's in the elevator. Tyler catches up with us in the elevator. Rick hops into the elevator, and then Rick's girlfriend wanted to light a cigarette, so she was like, I'll go up the steps. And I'm like, okay. And so when like she was going up the steps, she was like calling Rick like, okay, and you're gonna walk with me. You're not about to be in the elevator with them bitches. No, she ain't say that, but she definitely made him walk. And I feel like that was the reason why. But like, nobody did not want your ugly ass man, baby girl. He looked like a fucking stick. But yeah, y'all. So next thing you know, fucking we go to the top. When we get to the top, Rick and his girlfriend end up beating us to the top. I'm like, how the fuck they beat the elevator with a square? So I didn't understand that, but I guess it wasn't that many steps. So when we get to the top, they're already there. We walk across a little thing. I think I got a video of that. I'll just like pop it in there, you know what I mean? But yeah, we walked in, goes to the dock. We see the boat for the first time, and dude's like, are you guys here for the Tiki boat? And we're like, oh yeah. So yeah, basically we was all excited and shit. We started going over there, finding our spots where we want to sit at, ain't we? All that good stuff. So next thing you know, we end up going to like pull off. When we're pulling off, I'm like pulling everything out of my bag, and I'm like, I got my little portable speaker, and he's like, there's a Bluetooth speaker already in the boat, and I'm like, let's get it. So I connect to my phone, because fuck you talking about. And when I connect my phone, I start like getting the music jumping. Everybody, we're getting our food out, we're eating, they're getting their drinks out, they're drinking. I think we all took a shot actually before I start eating. So you know, everything's kind of like getting in motion, like, you know, whatever. So dude asked me a couple questions that he didn't ask before, like what was like, I don't know, but he asked some shit, and like we had a little bit of conversation. But literally the whole boat ride, I really was like conversating with my sister, and he was kind of conversating with his peoples, and that was cool, because in my head I'm like, we're never going to chill again. I really kind of feel bad, because I think I use this nigga, because God knows I'm not dating nobody right now. So I mean, he said he was paying for the Tiki boat. So anyways, y'all, I'm not a user, and I'm not even a city girl. I mean, but if I get some city girl perks, I might not turn them all down. But I'm not going to front. I mean, he offered something, and we were just texting. And I mean, I was like, fuck it. Like, if that's what you want to do, then you can do it. And I'm like, but literally. So, literally, me and my sister were just kind of in our own little bubble. We listening to our music. By this time, I already done ate. I'm drinking. Y'all, I rolled a blunt, and the man was like, cool, like, so we smoked, because they said you can smoke on there, but they didn't say what. They just said you can smoke. So I roll my blunt, smoke my blunt. My sister rolls up. Me and her. It's just me and her smoking. I don't know y'all like that. I'm not passing my shit. But yeah, so we're smoking whoop-de-woo, like having a good fucking time, y'all. Good ass time. Like, and like I said, it sound fucked up, but it was kind of like this part of the boat was me, my sister, and kind of the driver too, because he was like vibing with us, like he was cool as fuck. And then it was like them over there, and like every time they wanted to take a group shot, they did include us in that, which was nice. Y'all, little couple shots of Henny did definitely like kick it up a notch for my liquor. But we really wasn't conversating or anything. After a while, I actually like was lit. I know I was lit because I ended up playing Armand and Trey's little mashup songs, and me and my sister is singing on this damn boat. Mind you, I can't sing, so that's how you know I was fucked up. So anyways, anywho, we started smoking again. I put my gangster music back on. We started smoking again or whatever. Still vibing. Still cool. We're probably probably about like an hour into the ride. So like halfway into the ride, next thing you know, I heard this boy in my ear talking about something.
I hope you don't mind if I light this up.
So I'm like, you're cool. Like, I whole ass smoke my blunt. They're smoking cigarettes. Like, you're cool. Like, because I'm thinking it must be like some weed or a cigarette. Man, he's like, I don't know. Like, is you going to be cool? And I'm like, what you mean? And he's like, never mind, I'm not even going to do that. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he was like, no, I'm about to just do this coke. Coke. Coca-Cola, nigga? Who the fuck? So I'm like, before I answer this man, and it's just me and my conscience, I'm like, before I answer this man, what if he fling my dumb ass off this boat knowing damn well I can't swim? So I made a bad bitch decision, and it wasn't easy. Because I felt like it was two ways it could have went. I felt like I could be like, all right, don't do that shit. And he'd be like, bitch, the fuck, and then we're already ahead, like an hour out into the water, and I can't swim, and there's currents, and black people always turn up in the water. So I was just like, this ain't my moment. This ain't when I do it. This part gotta wait. I gotta wait till I get off the boat. But he wanna do the coke now. Y'all, so I'm like, I don't get into none of that. That way it's like, I ain't telling you what to do, but I don't do that. Because if I'm like, I don't do that, I feel like somebody would be like, okay, I'm just not going to do it around you. Not this nigga. He's like, but do you care if I'm doing it? Like, my friends, I don't really do this all the time. They brought it, like, my man's and his girl, like, brought that, so I just figured I'd party with everybody. And I'm like, hold on. Ain't you driving us home? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you know what? Do whatever you want to do. And so he was like, all right, cool, thanks. And I'm just like, oh, he don't get it. Okay. So I turn around and I'm acting like nothing happened. I'm just jamming to the music. Everything's playing. I'm getting the next song ready. Boom, boom, boom. My sister's standing directly next to me, dancing, doing her thing. Right there. Right here. So I'm like, Mima. She's like, what? What's up? Like, I'm like, all right, hold on. Let me get it. So I get out my chair and I'm dancing next to her at this point. You can't even tell we're talking. We're just dancing. And she's like, what, bro? And I'm like, don't panic. And she's like, what? I'm like, don't panic, bitch. Hey. She's like, wait. Is it like a shark or something? Mind you, we are in Pittsburgh water. There are no sharks in this Pittsburgh water. So I'm like, Mima, no, it's not a shark. She's like, a fish? Like, what is it? I'm like, no, Mima, shh. And she's like, babe, tell me what it is. So I'm like, okay, listen. So apparently, they're doing coke. She's like, coke. So she starts looking around. As she's looking around, this nigga's in the back like, doing shit. So I'm like, so he did it. Because when she looked, I looked. Like, at this point, she already noticed the move. Like, fuck it. So when she, like, does her look around, we're obvious people, like I said. So she's like, and she just looks at me. And right behind me, behind the bar, is the dude that's driving the boat. So we both kind of looked at him, and he was just like, and we all just started laughing. Me, her, and the little driver dude. Like, we're weak. Because it's just like, what are we supposed to do? So I was just like, bro, when we get off the boat, we're just going to call our own Uber. And we're just going to leave. Like, we had fun. We're going to keep having fun. We're just not doing that. Like, and she was like, all right, cool. And I was like, and there's no need for them. We roll our own blunts. We smoke our own blunts. We don't got to worry about shit. And she was like, yeah, you right. And I was just like, we're just not drinking no more of their liquor because we don't know what the fuck. It might be a little coke slushy. I ain't with that shit. So next thing you know, I started drinking because we had our own shit. So I started drinking my own stuff or whatever, and I'm lit. Whoop-de-woo. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pee. Like, and we're about an hour and a half into the boat ride, so we only got like about 30 minutes left. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God. Like, I can't even be tea no more because I was drinking. So this is drinking pee. You know, when you drink, you gotta pee more than regularly. So I'm drunk as hell and I gotta pee. And this nigga was doing coke. And I just want to go to the bathroom and I just want to go home. So I'm like, nah, y'all, I really gotta go. Like, and there's no bathroom on the Tiki boat. When I say the Tiki boat, it's literally a bar. And I said it's just a bar. Not the dance floor, the bathrooms, the cook. No, it's just the bar. If you ain't sitting at the bar, then you're not on the boat. You feel what I'm saying? So there was no bathroom. So I'm in my head like, I can piss off of the boat. No, I can't. What if something grabbed my coochie or something? Like, no. So I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm in my head like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? I'm about to pee on myself. I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, I'm just in my head like, I can't wait. Like, I can't. Like, and it was to the point where I couldn't think. So I'm like, I'm about to pee in a cup. And I was embarrassed, but I'm like, these niggas is doing coke. I think this is normal. So, I mean, not normal, but like for their normal. Like, I mean, this ain't that bad. So, I'm like, I don't want nobody to see me. So, you know, a regular bar is straight, but it's a Tiki boat. So, the bar is round. Now, there's two people sitting here. This nigga sitting here. And then I'm right here. And my sister's right here. And then the boat person's in the middle driving the boat. So they have cups and ice and all types of stuff in the back. So I'm like, I gotta pee. Can you give me a cup? And he's like, yeah, I can give you a cup. And I'm like, you got napkins? My sister's like, yeah, I got napkins. I'm like, all right, cool. So Mima's like, I know you're not. I said, yeah, I am. And out loud, not thinking, because I was drunk and I had to pee, she's like, so you're really going to pee out here? And I'm like, these niggas is doing coke. And we all start laughing, so I almost peed on myself. So I'm like, oh, fuck this shit. So I put my shorts down. He hands me a little pink cup. I put the little pink cup of my stuff. And I starts peeing. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Nigga, we paid. Fuck you talking about. So I, like, had to, like, cut it off. Because, you know, drunk pee be a long pee. So that means a lot of pee. So I, like, cut it off. And I looked, like, in the cup. But, like, you know, I'm standing up. It's dark. And I'm drunk. So I really couldn't see. But in my head, I'm like, oh, not in my head. But to me, I thought I seen half a cup. You feel me? It was only, like, half a cup. So, y'all, I'm like, I'm good. And my sister's like, no, it looks kind of full, bro. And I'm like, no, it's only halfway. I'm almost done. Hold on. So I keep peeing, y'all. Why didn't I feel some warm, wet hit my hand? And I just, like, threw the cup. Like, but I didn't throw it this way because I was facing the boat. I, like, threw it that way, like, outward, but from under my legs because I didn't want no pee to keep falling on me, but it was on my hand, y'all. It was on my fucking hand. So I'm like, oh my God, it's on my hand. At this point, my pussy and my ass is out because I didn't think about pulling my pants up because I didn't wipe myself yet. But, like, I'm freaking out. So I'm like, just if I get some hand sanitizer or some water or something, please. So my sister handed me a bottle of water, some hand sanitizer, some napkins, and I, like, wipe myself and I pull my pants up and everything. And thank God none of them got up because we would have been fighting and I would have been naked probably in that water today somewhere because I can't swim. And, bitch, don't try to look at me pee. But that was so embarrassing. My sister recorded the pee because some of it got on the boat. It was so, y'all, this was the most embarrassing night. And it was like, why am I embarrassed? Because, like, who the fuck is these people? And I know it's like, don't talk shit because you don't know who's a cokehead and blah, 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 blah. But I'm sorry, I don't understand why people do other drugs other than weed. I just don't. Like, weed really cures shit and shit. So I understand it mellows people. It helps people eat. It helps people focus. It helps people sleep. Like, it really does something. But those other drugs, it's like, you're in my head, you're a snap. Like, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Like, and it's my birthday, so I feel as though I can say what the fuck ever I want. But I was just like, oh, okay, so I shouldn't really be that, like, embarrassed. Like, who the fuck are they? So I sit down in my seat. And I'm not as tea no more because I just want to go home and get in the shower. Like, I'm even more mad than I was before when I had to pee. So I'm sitting in the motherfucking seat. I'm still playing the music though. I wasn't drinking no more. I was cool for real. Like, and then we finally get back to the dock. We get to the dock and I'm like, all right, so I'm about to try to download Uber on my phone. I don't really got no service, but I'm like, once we leave the dock, I'll have service. So we get off the boat. Me and my sister, everybody gets off the boat. We start walking through the docks, going up the little thing, coming back the way we came. When we're walking, my sister's like, can you get us home? Or you too fucked up? you can say that you're too fucked up if you're too fucked up. We just want to make sure we get home. I already been in an accident a couple months ago. I wasn't too. But she definitely was like, I just been in an accident recently, so I'm not trying to gamble my life because you wanted to do extracurricular activities or whatever. And so Rick's girlfriend gonna be like, it's not even like that. Girl, you ain't the one driving us home, man. It's your motherfucking business. So dude's like, yeah, I'm good. My sister, as she should, we both looked at each other and I'm like, she's like, yeah, alright, cool. So I'm trying to download it. The shit's still not downloaded yet. So we get to where the Sheridan Hotel is. We go inside of this building and he's like, we gotta come in here. No, I said, why are we going in here whenever we went out the other way? Now, y'all, I'm not a driver, so I authentically just wanted to know. He's like, I gotta pay for my parking. Okay, yeah, but you're trying to go up an elevator. We was not up no elevator. So he's like, I gotta pay for my parking up there. I'm like, okay, you pay a person? And he was like, no, there's like some little machine. So I'm like them machines right there. And he was like, oh, yeah, hold on. I'm about to run upstairs real quick. So I'm like, what? He gotta be high or drunk, because what the fuck are you talking about? If you could pay right here, why are you going upstairs? The parking was down here. I don't know, maybe I be thinking too much, but in my head, it just didn't make sense. And I was already trying to dip out anyways. But I didn't want to be ignorant, because I'm like, damn, he paid for the whole boat, like, and paid for my food. But I was going to pay for my own food. He was like, put that away. And I'm like, I mean, if you insist. But, yeah, so when he went up out the door, because he didn't wait for the elevator, he went, like, up some little steps and out the door. So when he went out the door, my sister looked at me and she was like, what you want to do? And I was like, girl, he's ass fucking drunk as hell. We getting the fuck out of here. And I don't know why the fuck this was our choice, but when we left, we ran. Like, we ran. Like, we were in danger. Like, we were running. Like, that's how I know I was drunk, because what the fuck were you running for? There was all types of security and shit outside. I had no reason to run. Then we were so fucking teed. Like, I felt like I was in a fucking movie, because we ran from the Sheridan Hotel to, what is that? What was that? Oh, it was the UPMC. It was like a field, or I forgot what the fuck it was. Damn. That's how you know I was fucked up. That's how you know, because I forgot what it was. But we definitely ran a nice little minute. Then we stopped. We had to pee again. Peed on the side of the building, y'all. Nasty ass bitches. Drunk as hell. Goes onto my phone. I'm like, Uber still didn't download. You got Uber? She's like, I got Z-Trip, but nothing ain't around. And I'm like, oh my God. At this point, it's like late for real. Like, so no, I didn't ever go look at my phone. I was like, I'm about to look at my phone and see if Uber downloaded. That's what I said, y'all. That's what I said. So I went in my purse. And I went in my purse. My phone was already lighting up, so I can see inside my purse. And I'm like, oh my God, bitch, I got his car keys. We gotta go back, because like, I'm not no thief. I don't want you to not be able to get home, because I wanted to just go home. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna bring him his car keys, but let me see what my phone says. So I'm trying to see what my phone can say. I still don't got no service. Uber didn't even download, y'all. So I'm like, we gotta take his keys back. Then he called me like 3 times, so I called him back. When I called this dude back, I'm like, yo, you tried to leave us? Like, you thought you was going to dip on us? Like, you thought you was just going to have a good-ass time, get cooked up, get drunk as fucking, and dip? Like, and he's like, what are you talking about? You left me. You got my keys. Like, I was like, I forgot I had your keys until now. That's how I realized that you didn't leave us. But you definitely left where we was without everybody else. You don't leave who you're with. Like, yeah, I did flip it because, bitch, you was high. And I did have your keys, and I really didn't know I had his keys, y'all, because I'm not the type. What the fuck am I going to do with some keys? Like I said, I'm not a driver. And he's like, I thought you stole the car. I didn't steal the car. Your dumbass was on the wrong floor. We were on the first floor. You didn't have to go up them steps and all that extra shit. Dummy. Like, so I give him his keys, and I'm like, man, is you drunk? He's like, not now. I'm like, all right, period. So he sobered up because he thought his car was missing. So I'm like, all right, well, you have to drive us home. He's like, all right. We couldn't find an Uber, so I'm like, fucking, you driving us home. Y'all, put the address in. We get in the car. We put our seatbelts on. I am praying, like, God, please just get me home. I will never go on this dating app again. That's what I really will not go on this dating app again. Just get me home. So, y'all, We gets in the car. This nigga's not even following the GPS. He's doing whatever the fuck, and it just keeps rerouting. So I'm like, Mima, let me see your phone so I can tell him every corner to turn, because evidently he don't know. And he's like, no, this is the turn. This is the way. They're trying to take me the long way. I'm like, boy, you ain't never been in my crib before, nigga. You don't know. So I'm like, nah, fuck all that. Give me the phone. She gives me the phone. I'm telling her which way to go. Boom, bang, pow. Whatever, whatever. At this point, I had my sister's phone, because man, y'all, my phone didn't have service. So while I'm on her phone, she's getting a call, but I'm ignoring the call because I'm just trying to tell him where to go. A text message pops up from her best friend's number. And it said that her best friend got hit by a car. And I was like, damn, I just ignore her call. Like, that's why it's kind of important to really make sure you always answer your people's, because I was fucked up. So I like turn around, I'm fucked up, I'm scared, I'm already worried about this shit, but now I'm worried about that shit, because we love our best friend like our own sister. Y'all know Nelly, she be on the channel. But yeah, so when all of that happened, we're like, wait. You know, said to tell Mima, because I can't just see this information, but I have to keep going so he can know where to go, because we got to make it home. This nigga, I think he's fucked up for real. So I'm like, all right, here. I'm like, Mima, you got a message saying your best friend got hit by a car. I hope it's a joke. And she's like, what? Oh my God, you know Mima, she's dramatic. I mean, but as she should be in this setting, but on a regular, she's dramatic. So she's like, what you mean? Oh my God, whatever, da-da-da. Next thing you know, I'm like, here, just take my phone. Why don't you call whatever you gotta call, figure out whatever you gotta figure out. Dude's in the front like, what happened, man? Don't even worry about it. We're going through something. Just get us the fuck home. So I'm telling him where to go. And he's all fucking hit. He's all like, yeah, whenever we go anywhere, you could come with us. Talking about my sister. He's like, because you're the nice one. And I'm in the car like, what the fuck did that supposed to mean? And he was like, you're the mean one. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, nobody care about being nice to you right now, cokehead. Fuck on my face. Snap. Ugly. Troll. Bitch. I don't know. I was mad. So he ends up getting us home. We get home. Later on, we find out that Nelly did get hit, but she was okay. She's fine. She's well and recovered now. But yeah, that was definitely like a crazy ass night. So when I got home, I blocked him. Evidently, got my ass in the shower. I blocked him before. Matter of fact, I blocked him when we was in the car. And then when I got in the shower and shit, you know, I just laid it on down. The next day was the next day because he was already blocked. But I had a little message on my Instagram talking about something I shouldn't have got that drunk. I'm going to show y'all the message. But talking about something I shouldn't have got that drunk. Nigga, you thought the drinks were the problem? Like, yeah, drinking and driving is not good. I'll take that. My problem wasn't really the drinks, even though you were driving. My problem was the coke, because I'm not really used to that, so it just wasn't cool, and I wasn't trying to get used to it either. So that's why, if you were watching this, that's why you got blocked. I don't get into that. And I didn't even see the other people doing it. I seen his ass doing it, but he said they brought it, whatever, whoop-de-woo, you don't do it all the time. But I just couldn't get with that. And then for the apology to not even be anything coke related irritated me too, because I'm like, you just gonna go, you gonna act like you ain't do it? Nah, nigga, I'm cool, like, fuck out of here. But yeah, that was the story of the Tiki boat, the fucked up Facebook date. That's what I should name it. Yep, the fucked up Facebook date. There we go. This is gonna be called the fucked up Facebook date. But yeah, that is exactly what that's gonna be, because that what it was. But look, y'all, I want y'all to comment happy birthday to me if you watch this video. More importantly, like, comment, and if you haven't already, you might as well subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see whenever I post or do anything on the channel. But yeah, I love you guys and I missed you guys. Thanks for subbing, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, because some of y'all be sharing my shit. But thanks for watching all of it. I appreciate all of it. And yeah, thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all. But all right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna see you later. You know what I mean? I fucked with you and everything, but I gotta go. I got shit I got to do. I gotta edit this video for you. You feel me? So I gotta go. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace.